My name is Jack, and I'm a 27-year-old professional basketball player, and I'm here today to talk to you guys about being resilient and my journey specifically in pursuing my dream of professional basketball and the hurdles, challenges, and obstacles that I faced while pursuing my dream. And hopefully at the end of this, you'll be more encouraged to become resilient and pursue your dreams and passions. So, as a 27-year-old, I've played professional basketball now for the past 5 years of my life, and it's been quite a journey. It's not always been easy or glamorous, and in fact, if there's one thing that this life guarantees in pursuing our dreams, it's that there's going to be hurdles and challenges and even suffering. And I sit here and stand here today in the middle of one of the worst injuries that I've recently experienced. A fractured dislocation of my left ankle, which has removed me from professional basketball for 12 months. And when I got that news from the surgeon, it was probably one of the most difficult days of my life and one of the toughest pills to swallow. However, this hasn't been my first injury. In fact, back in 2015, I dislocated my left shoulder while playing professional basketball in Spain, and I had worked so hard to get to that point to play in Spain and to move from America to Europe. It was a dream of mine, and so I really thought, this was it. I'd made it, and everything was going to be rainbows and unicorns, perfect sunny days. But in fact, an injury, a devastating injury, a dislocation of my left shoulder happened to me. And when you're a basketball player, you obviously need to use both arms and be as healthy as possible, because it's my job, it's my dream, and it's in fact just how I make an income. And so going through that injury back in 2015 brought me to a turning point. I had to decide I can either quit and pursue the 9-to-5 job, go back home and settle kind of just for an average life, or I could choose to be resilient and get back up on my feet, rehab hard for 6 months, and become a professional basketball player again and stay with my dream. And so it was a tough choice to make, and I really battled with it. I had thoughts and temptations to quit, and even family and friends who weren't sure that it was a great idea to keep going. But fortunately, I had a couple good friends in my corner really rooting for me and said, Jack, I see the character and the perseverance in you. Like, you need to keep going. And so I had to dig kind of pretty deep down within myself and make a choice. And that choice was, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put all my chips on the table and bet on myself and keep going. And so after a long, hard rehab process with my shoulder, I in fact secured a new contract to play in the top league in England, in the British Basketball League, where I went on to have the best season of my life. And I would be then recruited to the London Lions, the top league in the team, and fortunately that choice to be resilient paid off. And so I want to encourage you that as you go through life and you're pursuing your dreams, there's going to be suffering, there's going to be obstacles and hardship, but it's so important to keep going. And so now as I look back on my experiences, I want you to do the same. So I'm going through this injury. Doctor gives me the news, 12 months, I'm all the way out of basketball. It's going to be a long, hard process. In fact, some people can't even come back from this type of injury. So a friend of mine and former opponent, Gordon Hayward from the Boston Celtics, reached out to me and said, Jack, I went through the same injury this season. It's now been a year. I'm coming back. I'm about to play 5-on-5 pickup again for the first time. And, there's going to be hard days, but we're professionals and we're resilient. And so that's given me hope, courage, and a vision to continue. And so as I go forward, I still battled the choice every single day. Do I get in the gym and rehab and be that resilient man that I've made to be, or do I quit? And so at this point, I've been surrounded by a great family and friends who've been in my corner of the ring rooting for me. And so I just want to challenge you and encourage you that as you face obstacles and choices that you wouldn't quit, but that you'd believe in yourself and become resilient.